Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. As you can tell, I haven't been posting as much as I'd like. The flu has been kicking me, guys. It's been tabularing me. But anyway, today we're going to be chatting about the new possible signings. Word just came in that Bongani Zungu became a free agent. He has now left Mamelodi Sundowns. Why am I saying this as a Kaizer Chiefs fan? I will tell you. Kermit Zungu is a free agent released by Orlando Pirates. Why am I telling you this? Hey, I will tell you why I'm telling you this. Anyway, let's chat about it. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. And a lot of you are waiting for Mpilo's say part 2 video, right? Guys, it is being edited by an expert editor. So I'm giving you that preview. We tried something new, and what I tried to do is that because of how big of a person Mpilo is, I wanted to get a mastermind to edit that episode so you guys can see what we try to do for the channel and what I would like the channel to look like in future. So when you guys see it, I want you to rate it and tell me how the channel looks. And yeah, maybe we can strike a deal where we can get it over the line and start putting more episodes that look like that. But it's going to be exciting. I've seen the clip of how it's edited. Look forward to it. But let's chat about this. Okay, guys. Chiefs is in need of a defensive midfielder. Who has become available? Bongani Zungu. I'm not saying Chiefs is going to sign him, but what I can tell you is this. Apparently by journalists, Chiefs is already chatting to some high-profile players out there in the market. I don't know who these high-profile players are, but one thing I can tell you for sure is I would think that Bongani Zungu would be labeled one of those high-profile players just because of what he's achieved with Sundowns, what he's achieved overseas, and I would think that Bongani Zungu is going along those lines. And yes, we don't know what is the reason for Sundowns releasing him like this, but in my opinion, it may be this Chiefs deal that is coming. Because we got Abo Castro and Billiard almost the same way like this. We got Tutuzim Tanzania almost like this, where it just happened that these guys just left in JNJ. So that's why I wanted to bring up Bongani Zungu, that there's actually a real possibility that he will be a Chiefs player. Kermit Zungu, I don't know. Because out of Bongani Zungu and Kermit Zungu, I think that Bongani Zungu possibly still has about 2 to 3 years. With Kermit Zungu, I don't know. The reason why I say I don't know, because he's been injured a lot of times. And a player who is playing a striker and gets injured a lot of times and will expect to be paid a lot of money, I don't think it will happen. One thing I will say is this. If Chiefs do sign Bongani Zungu and Kermit Zungu, they won't be getting a lot of money for signing with Chiefs if they do sign. Why do I say that? Because Chiefs has tried to do this thing where they limit the amount of money that players are paid, because a lot of the times the players that are the highest paid players end up being injured. You know what I mean? They end up being injured or they end up not playing. I would think that Matt is one of our highest paid players, but has he been playing this season? No. Keegan Doyle is one of our highest paid players. Has he been playing this season? No. When we had Kama Billiard, was he playing? No. Kama Billiard almost didn't touch the ball for almost 2 years of not playing. But he was earning, like, let's say, what has been rumored to be 800K a month. Then we had players like Castro, same story. One of the highest paid players, but wasn't playing. So what I'm saying is, if Chiefs does sign a high-profile player, I don't think their contracts are going to be them high, earning a lot of a lot of salary, but it may depend on how many games you play. So for example, it will be a contract that says if you play 80% of the games, you unlock a certain bonus that is X. If you play 60%, you unlock this. It's going to work like that, because this thing of having injured players who are earning billions, doesn't work. But that's what I wanted to add there. And we all know Cape Town Spurs is going to NFT. because Cape Town Spurs is going to NFD, what does it mean exactly? You know what it means? It means that Cape Town Spurs is going to have to sell some players, but what they're also going to have to do is going to have to keep their youngsters, because in the NFD you need youngsters to play in the NFD. But it's going to be difficult because the youngsters are going to be tempted to play for senior teams, for DSTV Prem teams. What does it mean? It means that players like Busaka will probably be in the market. Busaka, I feel like it's his time to move. Velibai is going to be in the market, meaning that teams are going to come for Velibai. It's going to be difficult to be Cape Town Spurs. The only player who may spend one more season, the two players who may still spend one more season at Cape Town Spurs is probably Luke Batman, which I doubt, but is one who's more likely. It's also Cupido is likely, but I doubt, because he shouldn't be playing NFD football. He needs to be playing DSTV Prem football. And one who is definitely, I think, will definitely leave Cape Town Spurs is Rushin Dudley. Dudley definitely has to leave Cape Town Spurs. The rest can stay down there. But yeah, that will be an interesting thing. I just hope Chiefs, if there's 3 players that I think Chiefs, if they can get from Cape Town Spurs, who I would pick Velibai, because I like what he is as a midfielder. I would pick Busaka, because I think he also has a good midfield ability, and I would also pick Rushin Dudley. Those are the 3 players I'd pick. I know a lot of you would want to pick Luke Batman, and a lot of you would want to pick Cupido. I wouldn't really complain about the Cupido hire. I need to give Cupido time in my books. He hasn't won me over as a striker. I sometimes feel like he's a player who can become good, but I don't have that thing of saying it's a guarantee. He reminds me of Fagri Lakay. If you remember Fagri Lakay, good striker, but his striking force doesn't always translate into goals. But he has good energy and stuff like that, which is a positive if you know how to use it. But then, and Chiefs right now just needs a lethal striker. Some of you will be saying Luke Batman, because we have been praising Luke Batman. Luke Batman, this is going to be my absolute opinion. Like Shandre Campbell, like Rilebogile, Luke Batman must go overseas. That is my opinion. He must go and sign for a team that is maybe sitting number 13 in the Belgium league, sign for that team for a little bit of money and go develop his career overseas. Luke Batman's career must actually run similar to Lyle Foster's career. Go to a Belgium team that is that is maybe lower in the log, doesn't have that much resource, but you know you're gonna play there, and then just develop your career like that. That is what Lyle Foster did. That is what Shandre Campbell should do. Shandre Campbell, Luke Batman should do. And then Rilebogile honestly should just go to Wolverhampton in English Premiership. He is that good. He is that good that he should skip a lot more steps. He shouldn't have to go to Belgium and stuff like that. He should just go to the top league and start fighting from there. But yeah, those are the players that I think Chiefs could possibly get. And obviously there are other signings. Apparently Chiefs is thinking about Mujela and stuff like that for TS Galaxy. But the truth is this. Chiefs is waiting for Nabi, right? Chiefs is waiting for Nabi. And the reason why Chiefs is waiting for Nabi to announce everyone is that if they're thinking of signing a player, I think they want Nabi to look at videos of the player's stats around the game. And I think Nabi, if he has a technical team, they're already starting to run a lot of these details to be like, okay, this player covers this much ground, he has these many chances, this is how many attempts, he occupies these spaces and stuff like that. And I think that's what Nabi's team will do before they say sign that player, you know, because one thing I can tell you about Nabi, he's very attacking. And because he's attacking, the one player that he actually made like as a striker, I think is actually Cupido. Cupido, I think, meets the profile of Abofiston Mayela, and that is what Unabi used to like. So that is a possibility. So, will Chiefs sign Bongani Zungu, Kermit Erasmus, and Cupido? That is the question I want to ask you guys. Do you think Chiefs will sign these three players? Amakhosi for life.